Hello, my name is Chris Nolze, and I'm currently a 6-year brain cancer survivor. About a year ago, I had trigeminal neuralgia, one of the worst cases ever seen by Ben Carson, one of the world-renowned doctors for it. I had a rhizotomy on the right side to confirm the disease. Basically, he numbed the nerve. Following that surgery, on the left side, he went in for microvascular decompression, where he basically cushions the trigeminal nerve to stop the pain attacks. Shortly after the left MVD, my right side started kicking back in. The rhizotomy gave, so he went in and did the MVD on the right side. From post-op of the right MVD, my incision wasn't closing correctly, and I ended up with an infection inside on my skull. So they had to go in with a plastic surgeon and do reconstructive surgery. They had to remove part of the skull and part of the muscle and basically build back my neck up to my skull. Shortly after that, I started with what seemed like stomach issues. I was getting sick constantly, couldn't keep food down, couldn't even keep fluids down enough to keep myself hydrated. Went through the whole 9 yards of GI tests, 2 different GI doctors. The hiccups started about a week after I had an upper and lower GI scope. Once they did the scope, they found nothing, and they concluded that I had no GI issues. About a week after the scope, the hiccups started, and they started off as any normal case. It seemed just like a normal bout, except they didn't go away, and over time, at weeks at first, then months, they got faster and faster and closer together, to the point that now I'm averaging about 180 spasms, if you will, per minute. We went to a chiropractor, and he's somebody that thinks outside of the box. He looks at all the things that it could be, and he thinks of all the possible things that could help that, and he tries everything. He had this electrical current sort of machine that he could hold the metal wand in his one hand, and the electric current would move through his body, and he would be able to put his hand on my head, and the electrical current would go through him to my head. Oddly enough, he found a spot that strangely stopped the spasms. Still not aware of why this is helping or why not, but of course he couldn't just walk around next to me for the rest of my life, so he gave me a TENS unit. The TENS unit, you see it most oftenly at physical therapy, things like that. Basically what it does is it sends minimal electrical currents to your nerves or to your muscles, and it basically stimulates them. That's why physical therapy often uses it a lot, because it helps bring back function to muscles that were injured or to nerves that might have been injured. For whatever reason, this is controlling my hiccup spasms, if you will. Should I show? It's on this part of my head right here. At this location, I also had a VP shunt placed back when I was first diagnosed with my brain cancer, because where the tumor was located, it was blocking the fluid from draining, so I had a buildup of fluid in my brain. What the VP shunt did was help drain the fluid. The tubing is all removed, and currently all I have is the reservoir right here where the pads are. At this location, I also have the right rhizotomy for my trigeminal neuralgia. I had a microvascular decompression on this side, right where the pads are. And this is also where I had the reconstructive surgery for the infection that was on my skull. Basically, now I'm going to demonstrate what the spasms are like when the TENS unit is turned off. Without this, that would be 24/7. Even when I'm deep asleep, if the battery dies in the TENS unit, I wake up with spasms. We have been to many of doctors, had many of tests done. We're sort of not getting anywhere. Really, the point of this video is to reach out to any and everybody out there to see if there's somebody that either knows what's going on or knows of somebody that's going on or can lead me in the right direction. As I said, the TENS unit is the only thing that's controlling these spasms, and tests have shown that there are issues. This is a real problem, and I am living with this on a daily basis. Really, I just need somebody to help me take the next step and find out what exactly is going on and how to fix it. And also to anybody out there that might also be having these issues or similar issues, you are not alone, and there is somebody pushing to find a cure so that not only can I be fixed, but your problem can be fixed as well.